I'm gonna look in his direction, but not at him.
Okay.
What does he do?
Doesn't move. Has not moved at all.
He's going for the...
Like he's
see.
I should like clarify. He's like behind like a small rock,
Yeah.
and you know he's there because you
He's
see him
standing
like every
so incredibly still, he has become invisible to the
every
naked
like
eye.
yeah every like so often you see like a little head poke out as if it's watching you. But that's about it.
Okay, I would like to make it known that I know that there is something there, not necessarily him, but that there is something there and that I know it's there. And do that kind of call out. In that vague direction.
I don't understand what you're trying to do. Explain, please.
I'm trying to be non-confrontational. And yeah. And just let it know that I know.
Okay.
And then... God, can I, like... What would I have to roll to try and identify it?
That's a good question. Hold on. What knowledge checks do you have?
Dungeoneering, local, nature.
I'll give you the nature to give it a shot.
Give it a shot. That's a 10.
Whatever it is, it's definitely not something from the forest. It's probably something that is not native to this area.
Okay, is it actually on fire, or is it just red?
Every once in a while, you notice like a little bit of like a little flick of a flame on him that kind of like lights up his head and his back. So he is technically on fire.
Okay. Well, I don't really want to fuck with a fire thing in general. So until we get to like, yeah, not in wood armor also. Until we get to like transfer time, I'm just gonna kind of monitor.
So you eventually get to the switch of watches, and that's kind of when like Ilnam's undead come up. So,
well, I mean, they're always around. Again, they don't rest.
Yeah, they're just hanging about, I guess.
You know, get.
Also, you didn't bring boss over.
Excuse me, one moment.
I mean, everybody's token is smaller than it should be. Only Sirach's is the right size because Sirach dragged himself out.
Yep. Everybody's small.
We'll figure it out later.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Well, if you get into a combat.
Yeah, not really. We all occupy the same number of squares. I mean, the only one that would make a difference is the giants.
Is Ilnam actually awake during when the undead are doing stuff, or is this just like a wake me up if anything happens situation for them?
Well, I mean, they would, just be around following previous orders, but you're waking me up anyway to take third watch.
Yeah.
So I assume I sleep, take my third watch, and then we're all awake again.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's like a red fire dude behind that rock right there. He's watching us? Sorok does not know. But he hasn't done anything hostile?
Maybe Arcana?
So, very much in the
Planes.
live and let be
Yep.
situation right now.
Go ahead and roll. Yeah, it sounds like a fire method.
Oh, I hear those guys are quick to anger and revenge.
Yeah. Something about being red, you know? Anyways, don't really know anything about it, not being hostile, so,
Well, I mean, he's standing in a little bush, and he's not setting the bush on fire, so I guess
Yeah.
it's a good sign.
just kind of chilling right now. He's not doing anything
Alright.
to us, so I'm not doing anything to him.
So you're gonna go to sleep?
Yeah.
Alright. So I walk over to the Mephit.
Cool.
You just walk right up to him?
Yeah, well, no, I probably walk a good... I don't know, this thing probably throws fire. I have two of my smaller guys standing in front of me, and I'll talk from between their shoulders.
You have Hand and Scar in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Do you want reposition yourselves? It kind of looks like this.
I mean, it looks like that on the map, but in reality, I'm
Yeah. What do you
probably
say?
actually like that. But if
What
it
do you
came to
say?
mechanics-wise, I'd actually move to one of the squares. Hey, why are you watching us?
The method just shrieks. What is it? Because yes, he can. He shrieks. He says, "No, no, you can't see me. Get away!"
Cool. I can't see you. Yeah, you're right. I'm talking to the bush. Hey, Bush, why are you watching us?
All the method. Roll initiative. The method now breathes fire in your face.
Quick to anger. I guess I didn't get that part.
Yeah. I'm still awake for this, right?
I mean, unless you fell asleep within 6 seconds of going
Yeah,
down.
no. I was very much like, I'm gonna see where this goes.
I just thought maybe I could get a conversation out before...
Yeah.
You know,
I
quick
figured
act-
you would be the best person for it, because you'd also have the knowledge, but,
Yeah, I mean, well, I didn't figure quick to anger meant over anything. You talking to me? Anger!
hey, he's just from New York, man.
It's more. I gotta admit, it's more of a reflexive thing at the moment that's happening.
Alright, well, let me move into one of these squares instead of in the middle.
And go if Sirach, Ilnam, and the two undead that are there. I guess all your undead can
Yep.
do it.
Hold on, I actually have to open their sheets.
It will get the fire breath off you first. But then we just go to the top.
Oh, where are you at? There you are. And next up is Mara. Next up is Boss. Boss is historically not rolled well. Continues.
That's not horrible.
Yeah, I mean, when the rest of your guys roll 20 plus, 14 is in the low realm. Alright, Brute also typically rolls bad. That's better than average. And Hand typically rolls well. Prove me wrong.
Well, I rolled a 1 on mine, so
Lastly, Wall also typically rolls well.
this is gonna be a bloodbath for this poor guy, isn't it?
I don't know why he decided to attack me.
It is very much on him.
I mean, yeah, literally, I kind of tried to play with him on this one. It's like, you don't see me, you don't see me. Okay, yeah, I'm just talking to the bush. Hey, Bush, why are you watching us? He could have played with us. He could have played with us.
And you're surrounded by giant monsters, and he still decides to throw down. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh.
He saw all this and thought, I could still take him.
and he appears to be dead last in initiative. So
Yeah, this ain't gonna
Yeah,
go
doesn't
well,
look good
but
for him.
he gets the breath weapon off first. 15-foot cone. It'll hit basically Ilnam and the two skeletons. DC 13 reflex for 5 damage.
You know, the thing about reflex is, it's my best save. It's a lie, it's not my best save, but you say that and you pass.
Yes. What about the 2 undead?
Hold on. That is hand and scar.
Not that it's gonna matter.
And you said, what was the DC again?
13, so you're good.
Where is hand? There's hand.
He basically... Oh, no, hand takes the full. He spits,
Math
fire...
beats.
He spits fire in your face, and he says, "Dax will get revenge for dead master!"
I don't know who that is. Oh, it's 5 fire damage, sorry, and that's what, half?
Yes, half.
He said what?
Dax will get revenge for dead master!
Oh, hand is 48. No, that's... Oh, hand is the other one. Cool. Oh, it's Scar's turn.
Yep.
Scar
So here,
regens
Murder.
more damage than he took, so...
yep, murderer's row time.
Well, again, it's still unbelievable why he chose this course of events.
19. That does hit.
Cool, you can make an op attack if you want, because he's gonna move.
He will attempt that. Misses.
Cool, and you know, so you only have one op attack. This
Yeah, only the one.
moves over.
You notice like even with the hammer. Oh, that's a magical hammer, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's +1. I don't know what the hell it is, magic or not.
+1 usually means a magical item of some kind. Yeah. Okay. The hammer like strikes into him, and it looks like you'd like knock out a tooth in the Mephit's face from its mouth. Mira.
Yeah, Mara comes in.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're not doing very much damage. Yeah, I don't do very much myself. I mean, Ilnam himself isn't going to do anything.
Yeah. Mira's like claws at him. You notice that the claws don't necessarily do a lot of damage. At the Mephit, like it like scrapes the skin, but the bits where the skin are, they kind of just like burn and cauterize the wound. The great axes, however, they kind of do shit. Holy crap. You can stop now.
No, we're going to keep going.
But it's Sirach's turn first.
Oh, right, sorry. Forgot Sirach was awake.
Pound him right into the dirt.
Yeah.
That's another 15.
Go ahead, boss.
Like I said, it's just everyone's walking by.
Like Looney Tunes style. It's like two fists on the head, drives him into the dirt.
Okay, and hand.
Did Mara? No, Wall. Wall must have been outside of the regular turn order because Wall never went.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I don't think it was ordered with them.
Well, let me just get Wall in first.
Sure, why not? Okay, hand.
And then hand. Oh, hand is already right there.
Hand actually missed.
It's fine.
Not that it matters. You killed him many turns ago. Dax, the Mephit here, shouts, "No, Alyssa!"
Whatever.
Dead.
Oh, that solves that mystery of who Dax is and that note.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's still my turn. Go to bed.
Yeah.
You check the body of the fire mephit. It is now completely cold to the touch. Its flames have gone out. Ilnam, since you killed it, roll a d100 for me.
I don't check it. Somebody else.
Sirach, since you're awake, roll a d100 for me.
84.
Interesting. You said 84?
That is correct.
Ooh.
Deck of many things, here we come.
Yep.
You want to talk about throwing in some fucking randomization, Rob?
No, we already had that.
All right.
Not
I
this
need you to
campaign, but
roll. I need you to roll another d100, please.
Okay. 21.
21, huh? I don't know. That actually works out decently. Roll one more d100.
12.
That is cool, but that works. You notice that the mephit actually had a headband on after, like, his body. You know, like after he like goes cold and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You notice he had a headband on, and it's an interesting headband. It looks like it's made out of like simple cloth, but you notice that there is fine green etchings decorated all along like the edges of it, and in the center is what looks like a bronze like jewel holder, which has a green gemstone in it. Seems like it's like etched or like stitched into the headband itself. It's actually well made, all things considered, and it's like, you know, it feels like it's cloth when you touch it, but it also like it has like a sturdiness to it, like it's made out of like a thick leather on the other side.
Alright, well, I think I'll just get
You might not believe this, but it's warm to the
someone to
touch.
identify it tomorrow. You know what? I don't believe that, actually.
Really? Because it was a fire method it was
Yeah.
wearing it, so it's probably the most believable warm to the touch object you've ever held.
It is
Nah.
a little bit warm to the touch.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just have someone look at it in the morning.
All right. Well, you all get up in the morning because nothing else attacks you.
Someone want to look at this headband?
Well, you mean that one you were looking at while I was awake over here, standing nearby?
Yeah, I'm not sure why you didn't just
Yeah.
show them then.
Well, because Surok was going to sleep.
I care about this, but not too much.
It's not important enough to, like, have it done this very second, you know? It's just like, do it when I'm not sleepy as shit. So, what is this?
You showing it to Ilnam?
Ilnam or
Anton?
Anton or Ilnam or maybe Anton.
So who wants to roll the...
Well, there's also the
whoever
old
wants to roll.
woman and the other guy.
You know, I don't think I'm gonna have them do it. Look at it.
No, they're not going to.
For some
'cause
reason.
neither of them can check magic items. Anton, do you want to do spellcraft?
I can try. Let me see if I can do this.
Is that 17?
Yeah, not a horrible roll, but not a great roll.
Well, I mean, you can always just press the identify spell
You could.
if it doesn't work.
Yeah, you don't know what this is, actually, with that roll. Ilnam, you know what it is. It is a headband of inspired wisdom, +2.
I'm guessing that's just +2 wisdom.
Yes, it is.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, you're not wearing anything on your head slot, right?
Yeah. Don't know how much that'll do for me. You know what? It'll give me a boost to my will saves.
Your best one.
Yeah, for sure.
No one's gonna hold person you.
Does anyone use will or wisdom for
That
their
would
stuff?
be usually clerics that
I
use
have
wisdom.
a 9 wisdom, so yeah, not important to me.
I guess
I
I'm.
might have some use for that once I get a new character rolled up.
Hark, what's that? I believe I hear Coriel's voice on the wind.
All right. Well,
Do you at least have like a? Do you have the concept and name of the character already?
No,
I guess I'll put it on then.
no, I've been just like scrolling through, looking at feats and stuff, and I just like
I feel so bad, Gary. I want you.
it's
want
all
you to
good. No,
introduce them.
it's hilarious. Again, I brought it on myself. It's hilarious, but I love it.
Don't worry, guys, I got a plan. Step 1 is that I'm going to run into this room by myself, without only seeing the corner of one token.
We saw the tokens. Once I kicked the door open, we saw all the tokens.
Step 2,
And I still
improvise.
ran right into the room.
All right, I got a whole +1 bonus to my will save now.
There you
I
go.
really thought that I could just take out that
Probably some
Take out that-
skills.
necromancer.
That's what I'm saying, it's the deadliness.
Oh,
is
I get a
what
bonus
keeps
to
you
my
on
profession
edge.
skill. That's,
If-
And
that's
you
Sense motive.
killed Dax. So
Dax. Yeah.
Yeah, Worf is going to be pissed.
Now she'll come back as Ezri, and it'll all be
Well,
good.
That's true.
His master would be pissed if they were alive.
That's going to be a real confusing story after that.
I can delete Dax's token now.
Sure can.
So yeah, that happened over the night. I guess in the morning you're just gonna head back out.
Yeah. Got like 3 more rolls to go through. If anything happens.
Nothing really happens.
Alright.
Nothing really happens at this point. You eventually do get to the troglodyte caves. Unfortunately, did you bring the body of Coriel with you, or did you bury, or you left him? Right?
No, he's a zombie, remember?
You actually did do that. Okay.
I'm an eternal sentry now.
Congratulations.
As he always wanted.
For the war to never end.
Yeah, for my
Yep.
limited number of conversations with Coriel, this is clearly what he always wanted.
Oh my god.
He wouldn't have spent all that time training the people in the caves if he wasn't a dedicated soldier, right?
He just loved the war.
Jesus.
He
I'm
lived to
just-
fight Molthune. It's the one
But the-
fact I knew about him.
For the record, I was gonna have you run into your brother and also another soldier from the front lines eventually, and he was gonna accuse you of being a draft dodger and shit.
Yeah, well, I guess all that's gone now.
Yeah.
Well, now they can run into him later, and they'll ask if they've heard of a man named Coriel, and they'll let him know where he can find him.
No, we're
My
gonna
prob-
we're gonna have
my-
to go back to the keep at some point, and we're gonna find his dead brother in there, killed by his undead brother.
Oh my god.
My problem is I knew exactly where this was gonna happen. You guys aren't there yet. So
Well,
oh well. So I assume you report back everything to Sirio and the others in the cave? Well, they basically ask, alright, so it's sealed off. You killed them, it sounds like, but their leader escaped. Is that right?
yes.
Well, I would still consider that a victory. We did a lot of damage, and it definitely sounds like the Legion is not going to be going back there anytime soon.
One question
Well,
remains.
There's
on
still
my
a missing
mind.
boss.
Oh, I'm sure he'll turn up, and if he's not, we'll find his corpse. Either way. What was your question?
How'd the rations last that long?
Which rations?
Oh, the ones that were hidden inside of that statue.
Oh god, here we go again.
Those rations have been eaten. They're long gone at this point.
Oh god, those people are dead. Coriel ate them, didn't he?
Yeah, for sure.
He wasn't actually a held person. He was just stuck in the rictus of food poisoning.
Sure,
Why
why
he
not?
charged in so recklessly. He was just delirious with fever.
Yeah, why not? We'll go with that. In all seriousness, Sirio does ask, like, so what's the plan now?
We have a lot of money, don't we?
Not really.
Okay, never mind then.
We have a
I
lot
mean-
of stuff that
Oh,
can be
no.
sold.
We
We
have
have
a bunch of
stuff
stuff that
we
can be sold
made
and
money, but we
a
need somebody
decent
to
amount of
sell
money.
it. You need
Oh.
somebody to sell it to.
I was thinking,
As-
what would happen if we put a counter bounty out on the Ironfang Legion? Like if we put out double the amount of money for heads of Ironfang Legion members.
I don't think we can sustain that.
We don't have to sustain it. It just happens to happen long enough to affect the morale.
Auburn says, you do realize... Oh, excuse me. Auburn says, you do realize that, everybody's pretty much fighting the Ironfang Legion already, so, like, the bounty is not really going to do anything except attract more strangers.
Well, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? To get like mercenaries in here fighting on our side.
No,
What a horrible idea, Auburn.
I don't disagree with the idea. My problem is, where are we going to get them?
From the outside, as you just said.
Yes, but around the woods here? Like,
Well, no, around the woods here is inside. We're talking about the outside. You know where I came from.
elsewhere in Nirmathas, then.
Or beyond.
Word will travel that fast, you think?
No.
Then we can't delay. We need to make a plan. Look, I know you've all had concerns about the dragon. I think we should maybe assault that keep and take it ourselves.
Sure, we lost a person to some scummy skeletons, but clearly we're on par now to take a dragon. Our
I'm not
losses have
saying-
made us stronger. Clearly
I'm
you
not-
are.
I'm not saying that it's not going to be difficult. We may suffer more losses. The only other alternative I see is that we continue hitting and running them for as long as possible. But we're already running low on food here, even now.
So maybe when we hit them, we should run away with their food next time.
Not a bad
you
idea.
know, rations
Not
that
a-
we found inside of statues.
Not a bad idea, I guess. Does anybody else have a thought? Because where else will we go at this point? Unless if you want to try and fight it out here for as long as possible. But it looks like the Legion's not leaving anytime soon.
But we're not doing so bad here.
It's cozy.
They might have
Turn it into a real home.
I mean, yeah, we have clean water, beds, defensible fortress. Couple of stories.
Akri says, look, if we're going to fight, just point me in the direction. I'll help you guys out as long as I can. You got soldiers here. You got people who are trained. A lot of the scouting has said that they're moving different directions, right? So maybe we should take advantage of that and hit them where it hurts on supply lines. All we have to do is find those supply lines, but they're going north and west, right?
Well,
Was that-
the conversation from 5 weeks ago? Here we are, back again.
Well, I don't hear anybody else speaking up.
Oh no, I mean it's only a plan that we literally already talked about
And how
while
did that
you
go?
were here, I think, as well.
And how did that go?
For some reason, they decided to stop doing that and assaulted a physical location.
Well, assaulting the location turned out well. We stopped their advance on that side.
I don't see that we gained anything. In fact, we lost something that can never be replaced.
Well, I don't hear anybody else speaking up. I already said my piece as to what we should do.
Cool, thank you for repeating everything I said a couple of weeks ago. Your words are duly noted.
Serial points out, like, we probably should kill that dragon at
See,
this
it's these
point.
guys that want us to die.
It's not about us dying. It's about making sure we live long enough.
You guys are the ones that suggested we attack that keep, and now one of us didn't come back. Now you want us to attack a dragon. Kinda feels like you're not on our side.
Serial looks confused by this.
You know, guys, if I wanted to get us killed, all I'd do is pretend to be on an ally and convince us to do things that will suicidally get us killed.
Serial sighs. This is why we're gonna die, isn't it?
Well, actually, I think it's probably your run speed that's going to get you killed.
Oh, I'll be alright. That was actually kind of funny. I'll be alright.
Well, our options remain the same. Attack supply lines or attack Fort Dragon. And the chances of us living through attacking Fort Dragon with one less person are even lower.
Unless you get lucky and you just happen to meet someone new.
God, I pray to
Yeah.
Grom that we find some strong male figure, possibly a half-orc.
You find
Yeah,
somebody
great.
in the woods.
Well, I'm gonna have to do that now, obviously.
No, I mean, it's, Gary's new character.
I know.
Well, what supply lines do we know of? We know that there's a road down this way that
Yep.
they use pretty heavily.
I mean, we know that they're rebuilding Phaendar for whatever the hell they're doing, which means
Yeah,
that they
and-
need supplies to do that, which means that we know there's definitely a north-south supply line to Phaendar.
Well,
There's something going this way and something going this way.
Aubryn says the
There
only
was
thing,
this
the
way.
only place that they're probably going. You said they're rebuilding it, right? There's nothing else. So they're probably getting their supplies from the east. Because in the east you have the Hollow Hills.
Well, yeah, but they come from the south.
The supplies are coming from the south?
Well, they came from the south, so you would figure that their supplies are coming from the south, because that's where they came from.
I mean, it's a possibility, but like if you want like mineral-rich deposits, that's to the west.
No, we
Excuse me,
don't,
that-
actually. We want food. We'd
No.
rather starve out Phaendar by denying them food, and which is
You
what
see-
we desperately need.
Aubryn interrupts you and says, "Do you see the west over here?"
No, in fact, I'm standing in the middle of a cave.
She points to the map that you guys have drawn and used
I have a sense
several
of
times.
character.
Yes, I know. She says, "Over here is the Hollow Hills. That is mineral rich. There's smaller towns on that edge over there. That can supply, it supplies a lot of metal and industry just for the southern part of Nirmathas.
Auburn, we
The
have a ton of money we can't spend because there's no one around here to spend it on. We don't need mineral wealth. We need food and actionable materials.
That's what I'm saying. We don't need it, but guess who might need it?
You know what? It doesn't matter if they need it. If they don't have any food, they're gonna fucking starve to death, and we're gonna starve to death if we don't take their food. And you know what the place they're sending food to is? The town they're inhabiting.
So, do you want to try and assault the town?
No, the supply line's going to the town. Look, they can have all the mineral wealth they want. There's gonna be dead corpses strewn all around it. Dead, real skinny corpses. of those people who haven't eaten. Well, I guess no, the corpses have a tendency to bloat. But you know what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, I just don't see how... I have a feeling that they're getting their supplies and food, from the surrounding areas, not from actual supply lines.
Well, I don't know. We live out here, and we don't see that many stockpiles of food.
True, but have we really seen them have supply lines of food?
I don't know. The supply lines that I keep telling you probably exist aren't in areas we go to. So we'd have to go to them.
What does everybody else think?
I mean, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know right now.
That's not good. Like, out of game, is everything okay?
Like, out of game, I'm not exactly sure what we can do right now. I mean, we're down strength. We don't know where their supplies are, other than they are getting them from somewhere. And have these fortifications that we also probably can't fight right now. You know, it's like an entire town, or an entire base, or an entire base with a dragon.
Just to re-go over, I'm not actually suggesting we attack a supply
Yeah.
base. I'm
Yeah.
suggesting, like, the convoy carrying materials, not the place where the materials go, where they come from.
Mm-hmm. No, I understood what you were
I don't-
saying. So you don't know.
Not to make it political or topical, but literally, like in Ukraine, the Ukrainians attacking Russian supply lines.
Yeah. But if they're not getting supply lines from stuff, then it just doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, but that's like... They're not
Or if
doing
they're
any
coming
farming,
from
because we haven't found
anywhere in our direction.
That's the saying, they're not doing any, municipality shit. They're not farming or anything, because we scouted around the areas that they're in, and none of that's visible, so they have to be getting outside supplies.
Ask fucking Mogren. Does he know anything about where they were getting food from? If they were, like, living off the land, or if they were receiving shipments from supply convoys?
Mogren points out that, like, when we started, we were given, like, about 2 weeks worth of food. And then, at least for everything that we were doing in the forest area here, we were basically hunting with whatever we got. Very rare we would get actual extra supplies unless it was specifically requested.
Okay.
Well, so
As
they're gonna
far-
fucking kill themselves.
As far as supply lines for the rest of the Legion, he says that, maybe it's like the tunnels that they were using to get through everything.
See, an army of people is not going to survive by living off of the land. We're 20 people, and we have exhausted hexes worth of hunting food. They're a legion.
I mean, entire Roman armies.
Yeah,
managed to do it.
decimated entire population.
Yeah, no, they absolutely decimated the area, but they did it
That's what I'm
for
saying. So
a while.
imagine that that's happening here, and they're not going anywhere else, which means they're going to run out of food themselves.
Yeah.
They will kill themselves off starvation after they run out of food, because they're not getting any more food.
So, where would you suggest that we try and raid? Like, what area in general?
Hold on. Get the drawing tool back out.
Go for it.
Yeah, delete the previous circles and lines.
You could.
No, those still apply because those are migrations. We still want to know. But I'm assuming this is Phaendar over here, so somewhere in this region. I'm just making a broad square there, just to... Because that's the obvious pathway that overland travel would have to head towards Phaendar.
Mm-hmm.
Also, keep an eye on the rivers, because those would be the preferable ways to head to Phaendar as well.
How would we get there?
Well, we just eliminated Fangwood Keep, which is really the only thing on this side of the river preventing us free travel down the river. And I don't know what we've done with Justin's character, but we probably could get a couple of scroll-shaped boats to go down the river.
Auburn again points out, if we go down the river, they can probably see us and attack us from the river.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not careful.
Well, then we travel at night.
If that's what you want to do, but where are we going?
Well, you see, it's not like I just drew a square around an area on the map that we're all looking at, Auburn.
No, I see that, but where in that area are we going?
Well, we would have to scout out the area.
Our objective is to go south and scout the rivers and all that area.
Sure. Also, hell, why not also then make contact with the dwarves while we're down here?
Can try and do that, I guess.
We're going to Cragadan.
Oh,
Lolly-ho.
God.
We can try that, I guess, if that's what you want to do.
As insane as that plan is, we're gonna go to Cragadan.
Again, if they're getting resources from the south, and you're not, down for just scouting the region so that we can set up an ambush against their supply lines, then secondary objective is to make contact with Cragadan, then to make it even more worthwhile.
Well, if you think we can make contact with Cragadan, I guess we can give it an attempt. But can we send everybody out, or are we just going a few people? Like what?
Probably should, because it seems like it's so far away that if anybody we send is we're never going to see again.
So we're abandoning our posts and just heading south.
Seems like the proposal, but at the same time, perhaps we could find refuge for our less combat-able members in Cragadan. We have money and items that we can negotiate their status with.
Oh, if that's what Alright, does everybody agree with that plan?
Sounds good to me.
Sirio actually says, doesn't sound good to me. I'd rather stay here and fight.
Of course, of course. I've already pointed out what your motivations are. What happened to the rest of the people that you were with that wanted to stay and fight Zero?
Though they're still here, they want to do the same thing.
Oh, okay, so you were the only one that got captured in that fort and tortured.
I wasn't the only one that got captured, but I am the only one that's still alive.
Oh, so they're dead is what you're saying. So everyone that followed the same objectives as you are dead.
Well, unlike you, I'm not afraid of death.
Oh, that is laughable. Raise my arms to all of my undead friends around me. I don't think I'm afraid of death.
You afraid of your own death, my friend?
Oh, yeah, that I'm afraid of.
Ah.
Anyone that's not afraid of their own death is a fucking fool, an idiot, and not to be trusted.
Oh, that, in your opinion.
No, I mean, we have a 9-year-old child that's among us, and I don't think they should be led into their own death because you have some sort of unholy grudge against those that raided your forest and killed your friends. But that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm afraid of dying, so... Don't make me discern your next of kin, Rob.
What, Sirio's next of kin?
He has none. They're all dead. Proving my point.
If you want to discern it, go ahead. See what happens.
No, I just thought it was a funny thing to say in the moment.
I see.
It's just the funnest spell.
I know, it's like the moment I saw it, I'm like, this is gonna be useful.
I've never seen somebody use it before.
Again, I got that, and I also have Sculpt Corpse. I can discern your next of kin and then make a dead body look like it. Keep
That's very
Summer safe.
That's very fucked up.
Yep. Now I also have Decomposed Corpse, so it's like, turn your next of kin, okay, sculpt the corpse to look like them. Oh, okay, well if you do what I say, I can bring them back to life, and then I melt the corpse away, and I say, if you go back to this place where they are, because I know that's where they are, they will be just fine.
Oh my god.
And you thought the Ironfang Legion was the evil.
I thought you were lawful good.
I am lawful good. Doesn't mean I care
How-
about your feelings.
Fair enough.
Look, all I want is peace, no matter how many men, women, and children I have to get to it.
Does anybody else have like a thought? Are you doing this plan?
I mean, I'm not there, but
I know you're not there, but
You can
I-
still
we-
contribute as a player.
as amazing as it would be, we all know this is crazy, right? I mean, look at how far that is to get to Kragadan, or even just to get to this area to scout out. Like, that's weeks away.
You have to admit, though, if they think we're over here, they'll never be looking for us weeks away.
They'll never see it coming. Oh man,
Much
I don't know.
like
At the very
Hannibal
least,
crossing the Alps, they will never suspect.
at the very least,
Well-
we need to get eyes on Fort Trevley.
Looking
and
at the
see what's
map,
up.
Okay.
if they're going across the bridge to go this way, that means that this is super weak. Like, in supply, because they have to go across and then all the way over here. And maybe they use the river, maybe we force them to use the river, whatever. That
What
means
do we
that
determine?
this
That's like
is potentially a target.
it's like the troll lands, right?
Yeah.
Also, remember, Margaret
I don't know.
suggested that they might be using underground tunnels, so the overground thing might just be completely wrong.
Also, Fort Trevley is completely cut off and out of position. Which is great, other than there's a dragon there. But that also means that they might just starve.
Is the dragon the only reason you're not going to that fort?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, also, I think I pointed out the motivations.
Have
of
you
Big
fought a
Nose.
dragon?
Yes.
Shit kills you. That thing can just fly and instantly win.
Look, Rob, if
Like-
you're that hardcore about giving me a dragon, then maybe we'll just go.
True.
Look at it that way.
True.
The faster we go, the faster you get to train your dragon.
Oh fuck! I didn't even think of that.
I mean, I've been holding out till I could get the fly spell, so I could have a flying undead, and that way that flying dragon. But
I don't even think you
Also,
have the
it's
CR
really
for
big.
it, do you?
what do you mean the CR?
Don't you have like a limited amount of CR you can pick for that?
HD, you mean?
Or HD, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I would let some things go. But also, by the time that I got there, hopefully I'd be a little bit more leveled up. That I have command undead, which is an entirely different command bucket that I can take control things from.
Oh Jesus Christ!
What color dragon was it again?
Black.
Black.
Black?
Like a young black dragon, right?
Yep.
Probably. I mean,
Because I mean, the only reason
If-
I care about the CR is if it's over 20. In which case, I can't do much
Yeah.
other stuff with it. In which case, means you're just straight up trying to kill us. So,
if we could hit it reliably, I would say we could easily take it. But it can fly.
I mean, the Manticore could too.
Yeah,
Chimera.
and we managed to bring that down to the ground. I
Yes,
feel like it's gonna be
I wonder
harder on
who
a
did
fucking
that.
dragon.
I wonder who did that for us.
Well, we just gotta hope we can hit it with some of those Dragonbane arrows and knock it out of the sky.
I like that going south a couple of weeks is insane. But let's talk about this dragon fight, you guys.
At this rate,
There was a young dragon?
you never got a confirmation on that.
We just know it's
I remember-
unruly, so probably a teenage dragon.
Probably.
Look, if
Hell,
you go
maybe by the
south,
time we
that-
get there. Maybe by the
if
time
you
we
go
get there,
south,
the
you go
dragon's
south. Let me
destroyed everything.
know, but oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Gary.
Maybe by the time we get there, the dragon will have destroyed everything because it's not being helpful to them. It's like they're having problems controlling it.
I mean, personally, I would rather just cut them off from this bridge by the town.
Want to go destroy the bridge?
Again?
I don't know if we can destroy it, but we can kill anything that comes across it
I mean, we scouted the
until they
area.
send out something in complete force.
We scouted the area
In which
and for
case-
some reason decided not to before, so... I'm in the position of not remembering why we decided not to after sounding a scout over there. But
Scabviston, as well as a shit ton of Minotaurs were there.
Yeah, there was Minotaurs and the actual general guy who had
I'm-
dudes with the plus 50 jump, you know?
I'm wondering if we didn't misregister the thing, because you also remember we thought there was a giant Minotaur there that was being represented
Yeah, but
as
it was
a
actually a
legion.
unit.
Yeah.
It was a unit, I did tell you that.
Yeah, but we told her that after we saw the map and thought there was a giant Minotaur over there. Or gigantic, or whatever the hell the term would be.
Uh-huh.
Also, I think we just avoided that because we don't want to get into a combat with things that just automatically hit us.
Yeah.
We like
I mean-
mechanical fairness.
I think... So yeah, in my opinion, you know, just cutting them off from crossing is solid, or just killing any supply things that come across the bridge, or maybe not assaulting the place head on. That seems like an awful idea.
So heading 2 weeks downriver, insane. Heading 11 days downriver, insane.
Well, if we go down the river, we don't... I mean, I guess there's the dwarves.
Yeah, that was part of the plan, was to make contacts with
Right,
Kragadan, which is right here. You know, so possible allies plus also hurting.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how dwarves
Also
are
fit-
with their sky citadels. I
Transport
don't think you just walk
stuff?
into them.
I mean, I don't know anything about what you guys know about the dwarves in
Are you
this.
saying that one does not merely walk into Kragadan?
Yes.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't know anything about Kragadan. I probably actually do. Was that a history check?
If you want, go ahead.
Could have been better.
I mean, you could probably go there if it's open, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know
But
Kragadan
it-
was a lot like a Walmart.
The problem is, like, the dwarves are pretty, what's
Hairy.
the word? They're very...
Insular?
Yeah, they can be insular. There are, like, non-dwarves living there, obviously, but,
Hey,
you know.
Gary, what's the chance that your next character was actually a dwarf? Is that what you meant to say?
That was the original plan, was a dwarven cleric that I was probably going to have come out of Kragadan because he worshipped Gorum, and he left the Sky Citadel just to fight because he heard there's a war on. But yeah, the dwarves don't leave much because that's like the last remaining Sky Citadel, right? The other ones have fallen or been taken over, I think.
No, there's like a dozen of them that are left, but it's one of the few, yeah.
We need
That's one of the few that can control.
we need the Dragon Age scene where we go into the Dwarven area and convince them that we need their help to fight. So I guess Gary, if you could just make your character one of the sons of the noble family or something.
We could do that. The seventh son of a seventh son.
Here's Gary, exemplar of...
We'll save that, I guess, for next time, because we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
Are you actually going south? Or do you want to think about
Well,
it?
here's what's probably going to happen. We're going to say we're going to think about it, and then given a week later, we've said nothing to one another over the course of a week.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Well, I'm going to say, Gary, you need to message me sometime during the week, because I want to talk about the character.
Yeah. I'll start making some notes tomorrow, and then I'll get with you.
Cool.
I might wind up just going with that dwarf cleric original idea that I had, just a straight cleric, just full healing magic, and just a big hammer or something.
Very, very specific.
Oh no, actually, no, Gorham's a great sword, isn't he?
I mean, you don't have to follow like those.
Yeah, but you get bonuses if you use the deity's weapon. It's a Torag hammer.
Yeah, do Torag. That actually that makes sense for a dwarf anyway.
Yeah, for a dwarf out of the Misty, not the Misty.
I know it's not like super special, but you know. Seriously, let me know what your plans are, and I'm asking the group. Like, I need to know the direction you're going right now, so I can prepare.
Gary, out of character, what do you want to do?
I mean, yes, there is a part of me that would love to Apocalypse Now style float down the river and march our way to Kragadan, but I just feel like if we leave this area where there's already so much stuff happening and everything's going to shit anyways, it's probably not the best idea to walk away and let it go even more to shit and then come back with have no idea what's going on. Like, because right now we at least know Nunder's fallen, Island's overrun by Fae. They might have gone, but you know it was overrun. Trevley is the only thing that we don't really know anything about. We know that they're supposed to have a dragon up there. We don't know if it actually is with them, if it's helping them. So
At this point, maybe the dragon just left.
it might have left. It might have fucking killed everybody. Like it said, they were having trouble. They were having problems controlling it anyways. Like it might have just like killed half their forces for all we know. And the fact that we're this close to Kragadan, I assume at some point in this adventure path we'll be going down there. If not, we'll go down there anyways. Once we kill a dragon, and Ilnam can raise it, and then give it fly, we can all fly on the back of the undead dragon down to Kragadan.
Yeah, why not?
Alright, well, I am also on the stay in this region idea. Whether it's to be scouting Trevley or even going over here to the west.
What do you think, Anton?
I don't know. While the going to Kragadan seems like a fun idea, it might be suicidal. What are our other options?
Suicide.
Dragon Fort, west, unknown hobgoblin base, southwest to the town that's heavily fortified with the general inside.
Well,
That's
if this
pretty
was
much it.
D&D, I'd say the name of the game is Dungeons and Dragons, and we should go for the dragon, but I don't know.
You know what the name of this game is? Pathfinder. So we
That's
should
one
find our path down south.
Around the dragon.
We would find a path to the north, though, or the west.
Find a path to some bitches. Wait, none of you know that meme. God damn it.
No, sorry, I don't know that one.
God.
Alright, look.
I mean, clearly I've already been outvoted, but that was outvoted at the tower thing too. You guys just keep dragging me to places you want me to die.
And yet, I'm the only one.
Well, to be fair,
Well, you haven't died yet. You stayed outside the whole time, so...
Yeah, because I know... Look, I have half the hit points you guys do. No armor. I'm not walking into my own death.
It's understandable that you would want to stand, 60 feet away.
Yeah. I got guys to handle that for me. Look, I made the weakest character possible with the intent to not die and have the strongest army possible.
Mr. DM, I'd say the plan is either probably Trevley or figuring out what's west.
You know
Or
what?
figuring
Fuck
out
it.
what's
If we're all gonna
southwest
commit
again.
suicide together, then I put my vote to Trevley.
Alright.
You know, if we all die tomorrow, then we might as well make it the best
If we
death
all die,
possible.
die
Might
to
as
a
well get
dragon.
Killed by a dragon, yeah. I mean, I got
Well-
killed by some fucking skeletons because
I
I was
mean,
paralyzed.
You got
I mean,
killed,
it's-
yeah, by standing still.
Yeah.
If it's a young dragon, maybe we can fight it. If it's an adult dragon, we stand no chance.
we turn
Assuming
around
it
and go
fights
the other
us.
way.
Yeah, and hope that we can outrun a flying dragon.
I
I'm
will.
gonna roll up a character with an orb of dragon kind in its bag.
I guess I'll do some research and find out what my next character is gonna be.
You guys are like, don't worry just yet.
Oh yeah, no. I'm
Alright,
not
it's a
worried
young
about,
dragon. We're good. We can win.
I'm just saying, I'm not worried about the guy who keeps telling me I'm gonna figure out a way to defeat you. And now we're walking towards a dragon.
Well, let's do the debriefing. Did you actually enjoy tonight, or was it just too crazy?
I love crazy,
Gary
Like-
died.
and I loved it. I
Well,
loved
no,
every
Gary's
second
still
of it.
alive. He's
Great.
here talking. You see him on
True.
screen right now.
That's
No,
Put that
see,
in
when you
one.
die in game, you die in real life, and then you resurrect in real life.
Blackleaf, no.
But yeah, it was great, man. I love when characters die.
You
When it's
are.
silly
that
and
is-
stupid like that.
I mean, that's amazing because I've been in games where people get super angry that I kill their characters before. So
Yeah, and it's part of the game. Otherwise, what's the fun?
Well, I knew
I
the
know,
moment
I
that
know.
you killed Coriel, you had instantly lost the taste for killing characters. It's like, well, it looks like this person has one spell left, and that's all they've got.
no, I actually did not lose the taste of it. I was honestly hoping that the channel negative energy would take out Anton, at the very least.
Well, see, the thing is that hit points was never going to kill anybody. So the fact you pulled out stuff that went around armor class and hit points, and was
Yeah.
mitigated by actual die rolls, I could hear the anger in Panderin's voice. Like,
But
this is bullshit. This is bullshit that's happening to us right now. And I'm like, he didn't save. It's his fault. It's not like the Legion guys who'll just automatically hit us every time they attack. It's like that
Oh,
to
you're
me.
talking
That's the
about-
bullshit stuff.
you're talking about the skeletons.
No, the jumping monks. You're talking about?
No, me. I'm talking about the guys that are like, hey, this is 50 goblins in one group, and they're gonna hit you.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
roll for attack. They're just gonna hit you. To me, that's
Oh,
like
them.
unmitigated. Nothing we can do. The hold person spell. There's a save involved. You could have made the check.
Could have.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
why I'm
that
saying
could have
that's
made
less
the
bullshit to
fortitude
me
check,
Easy,
because
like 17.
I had a plus 11 to fortitude. I could have
Yeah.
made those
yeah,
saves.
it's
Didn't
entirely
happen.
possible. Plus, every time it was around to kill you, it was entirely a chance that you would have survived. So that's why, to me, it was less bullshit. It's like, yeah, this is on the table. I'm down for this.
So if I were to make two If I were to make two suggestions for everybody, first one, before you jump into a room, be prepared. I knew the minute that you just rushed in, Gary, I was like, oh god, this is gonna get ugly.
I had no idea she had hold person. That was my
Yeah.
whole thing. I was gonna take the op attacks and then not worry about the skeletons, because even if they hit me, like, my armor class was ridiculous,
Yeah,
and even if they hit me, not that big of a deal. I had hit points to spare, and I was just gonna carve away at her full round attack actions. But no idea that she had magic. I mean, I knew she had magic, obviously, but I didn't know she had hold person. So
yeah.
that's what
But
happened.
it is what it is. But always prep ahead. You guys were actually pretty low on HP at that point. I was surprised you didn't rest before you went into the room, for example. And
But like you said, it was obvious. We could see it was like the last room in
Yeah.
the hallway or whatever. And
yeah,
just
that's
like,
true.
when you can
Also,
metagame it like that.
skeletons
you
don't really deal that much damage unless apparently they crit for 23.
Well, the point being is that they were never going to deal that much damage. It's just the fact that they had the opportunity
Yeah.
to coup de grace off of a hold person.
Just fucking 3 coup de grace.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's the one do coup de grace. The crit damage, if the crit damage doesn't kill them, the fortitude save from the coup de grace
Yeah.
does. So it's The damage, again, never a problem for them.
Second thing, and this is just more so, is there any way that I could, say, improve NPC interaction to give suggestions or ideas? Because there were several times where I was asking, like, what your next move is and all that stuff, and it was, like,
I
lots
just hate
of
the NPCs.
nothing. I know you hate them, but I'm asking everybody else then, I guess, on that one. Because, like, there were several times either the NPCs were talking or I was asking, as, GM, like, what your next move was, and I didn't really get a response. So I was wondering, like, is there anything I can do on my end to, like, make that easier, or anything
Well,
that you
it's
would
just
suggest?
difficult for me to make decisions like that all the time. I'm sorry.
No, it's perfectly fine. That's why I'm asking, is there anything I can do that can help with that, basically?
Basically, it's like the next move is to go up north to Fort Trevley, but we don't want to go toe-to-toe with the dragon, so it's like, where else can we go?
Well, I will be doing calculations for your XP, by the way, because I forgot to give it to you for last week as well.
Not mine.
You'll get the numbers, too, because everyone's on the same level.
And there's what I'll say also is the facet that while I hate the NPCs hate me. So, and the idea I pitch, the NPCs are always 100% against.
They're not always 100% against it, but they definitely don't like the idea of leaving. I'll tell you that much.
Of course not. They live here. At the same time, they're not in it for their own well-being either. It's like, oh, we have a 9-year-old child. Fuck that kid. We're not giving up our home. It's like, okay.
If I'm correct, you're at 26,840 XP, right?
I posted it in chat earlier when he asked.
Okay, so I will do calculations and I will give you a number. Yeah, I can do the calculations in a little bit. Does anybody have any other thoughts? Any other things they wanted to talk about tonight? Okay, very good.
Just gotta make a new character. Gotta go through all those feats.
Yeah. On the plus side, though, how often have you died in a campaign, Gary?
That's true. It's not. It depends on the game, I guess, but not very often. 5e probably never. Maybe once, like a level 1 lucky shot thing. ECC constantly, because that's just the whole point. Pathfinder, I've lost 1 or 2. That's why I don't mind when it happens. Now you get to mix things up.
Always a plus.
Definitely didn't make 2 characters though.
Yeah. Contrary to what I think Theta thinks about me, I actually do run deadly games if I really want to.
I encounter way too many GMs that pull their punches at the last minute because they don't want to be responsible for character deaths. So, unless I see it happen, I don't believe that anyone's capable of it. On the other hand, I'm well known to be a killer GM, so that's why I don't run games anymore.
Well, I've had party wipes before. I told you that story, right?
I don't think I've heard it.
All right, I had a Pathfinder game party wipe. The players were all level 9 or 10, something like that. And they were in like a frozen northern area, and they decided to attack a random frostworm. Because apparently the frostworm was just hunting and going after some game or something like that. Unfortunately, the frostworm killed one character outright, and then they were all incredibly weakened. But they killed the frostworm, but they didn't know that it explodes when it dies. And basically everybody failed their saving throws and took massive amounts of damage that killed the entire party.
Nice.
So somewhere out there is, in one of my worlds, is a battle scene where there's a dead frostworm and several corpses lying around it.
Just getting buried in the snow.
Pretty much. I am doing the calculations for XP right now for you all. So, what do we got?
26,840. That put us at level 7, wouldn't it?
Level 6.
Maybe I just forgot to update the.
Probably.
And my
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
My next level thing says 9,000 for level 7.
It should be
9,000?
35k.
35,000, yeah.
Okay, yeah, mine
should be
says 23.
35.
I must have never updated it. Mine says
Yeah,
23.
maybe I didn't update it for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just put a number in there.
Yeah, you're getting a shit ton of XP.
Yeah, I
You
guess
might
it
be
doesn't
doing
make sense
the,
if we're at 26,000, next level 9,000.
Well, you probably did the difference instead of the total,
No, I'm pretty sure that's the...
You guys
I don't know
are
what
getting-
level that is.
or you just never updated. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are getting 4,950 XP apiece. You know, just from the fort, from killing killing Elisa, finding all the information. The only thing that I didn't give you XP for was like exploring the rest of the engine and Voss, basically.
Should have explored Voss.
Also,
Oh,
that
we have-
actually another question.
So what does that put you at? 30,000-ish?
Good, yeah.
What was that number?
4,950, and you had 26 something, so that should be
31,790.
31,790. Yeah, so you're close.
Okay, so I should be at...
Save that for future reference.
Mm-hmm.
Put it with the rest of the envelopes.
So they're all at 31,790. Surak, you are special.
Yeah, hold on. Actually, do you want me to... Do you want to just give them my XP from this, so that they're closer?
What's your XP at?
Because if you give them the extra, like, 1,000 or whatever, it'll be a slightly less different. It'll be like 4,000 instead of whatever else.
Wait, you want to sacrifice your XP to give to everybody else?
Yeah. Give them what, like an extra 1,600?
Do you guys agree to that?
I'm not going to turn it down if he's offering.
It'll be 1,650 for everybody if you do that.
On top of the previous?
Yeah. No, well, hold on. I'm saying that wrong. 4,950 divided by 4. Uh, 12. Yeah, no, it'll be 1,237.5. So
Or did you do divide by 4?
yeah,
That still includes me.
so it has to be divided
Divide by 3.
So then would be 1,650. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 16.
So it puts you at 33,440.
Yeah, it does. Do you guys want to take it?
All right.
All right. Go ahead. So, Surak, you're not taking any XP?
0.
Okay.
So that's
That'll put us.
1,650 over top of what we just got.
Yeah, you're now at 33,440.
Okay.
And that should put you.
Very close to level up again.
Serious, yeah.
Yeah, so you're around like 1,000 closer. Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
Anyway, that's it. So I'll see you all next week.
See everybody
Yep.
next week.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Whole new game plan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick for the shoutouts, check out the rest of the Raktus channel, especially on Sundays where we got Forbidden Lands and Shadowrun. And yeah, you can check out my Twitch stream, I guess, twitch.tv/partygoblins. Anybody else got a thing to plug?
Just this.
All right, then. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.